Hey guys, what's up? It's Eliza. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, what's up? Hey boo, how you doing, my love? I hope you're doing well. And if you are new and you're dropping by for the first time, hey, what's up? Have a seat, grab your popcorn, some tea. I got some myself. Whatever you want, make yourself comfortable. We would love to have you. So I originally wasn't going to record this video. This is actually my third time trying to record this video, and it has been harder. It's been harder than I thought it was going to be. I couldn't get my words out the first time. The second time I did get my words out, but I was looking around everywhere else but making eye contact with y'all. And so this is my third time, and prayerfully third time is the charm. Okay, so I actually wrote out some things because I just, guys, I had to write out some things. Well, actually you can't even see it. It's just like a bright screen to you guys. But I wrote out some things because I needed to get my thoughts down. So besides the fact that it has taken me 3 times and we're speaking into existence that this is the third and final time to film this video, I actually wasn't going to film anything today. Well, one, because I spent the day filming yesterday, so I wasn't gonna film anything today. I was just gonna edit what I filmed yesterday. But also, I was having a bit of a tougher morning today, in the sense of, okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it. In the sense of, as you guys know, obviously it's no secret that I am a mental health counseling student. My program is a 3-year program. I know typically most master's program is typically a year, 2 years or so, at least from what I've heard, but my program is 3 years, because my program is very rigorous. It's very rigorous and it requires a lot. It calls a lot out of you. And so because of that, I have literally, as you guys have seen in my previous vlogs, I legitimately don't do anything. I don't do anything else besides studying and reading and studying and reading and studying and reading and studying and reading. And when I can, I'll fit a little pocket of food in there somewhere. You know what I mean? But that's literally all I have been doing for the past month, to be honest, since my program has started. And guys, is it bad to say that I'm burnt out already and it's only been a month? Well, if it is, then I'm still gonna say it because I'm burnt out. That's literally the honest to God truth. Like, I am burnt out. That is the reason why I have been so tired. I've been so exhausted. I sleep, but I'm not really sleeping. I'm stressed. I'm overwhelmed. I have so much to do. I am not gonna cry. Whew. So, I have so much that I have to do. I am in school full time, and I'm also working as well. And I've told you guys this. I work as well and everything, and I'm having a hard time. And it's weird because when I was in undergrad, I would take 5 to 6 classes per semester, preferably 6. I was president of a org for 2 years. I was working a full-time work-study job, as well as within my last year of my undergrad career, I was doing internships. So I had to fulfill my internship requirement in order to graduate and everything. And so I had such a busy schedule, and like I've told you guys this before, even with like all the classes that I was taking, I was still relaxed. I was still breathing. I was still chill. I was still like real mellow and calm. You know what I mean? So I'm having a bit of a harder time with my program because I'm only taking 3 classes. And I am working, but that's all I'm doing. Working and taking classes, and I'm having such a hard time. Such a hard time. And it has been hard. It has been hard. And it has been draining. It has I know it's crazy to say this, being that I'm literally just starting my career. Like, my career hasn't even really started, to be honest. I'm still in school. But I feel burnt out. I feel so burnt out. I feel so tired. I had a week, was it a week or a weekend? A weekend, I think, where I just refused to I had like a slight aversion to technology. I didn't want to touch my computer, didn't want to touch my iPad, didn't want to touch my phone, didn't want to do anything. All I wanted to do was just stay in bed and watch TV, and that's it. But other than that, I didn't want to do anything else. I didn't care that I had assignments to do. I didn't care that I had readings to do. I didn't care that I had quizzes to do. I couldn't. I could not make myself care. And when that happened, I forced myself to go. It was the 25th of September. I forced myself to get my toes done. I was just like, yo, we need a self-care day for ourselves. And that's the reason why I'm making this video. Trust me, I did not want to. Trust me, you know, I want to bring happiness and cheerfulness into your lives, but I couldn't. I couldn't not make this video because this is so important. As let me just gather myself real quick. As a mental health counseling student, my job, my future job, and actually the job I've been doing all my life that I've never gotten paid for, which it doesn't matter, is that I'm here to help other people. Like, that's literally been me from like childhood to now my adulthood. I have literally been taking care of other people, making sure everybody else is okay, making sure that they're good. Like, let me know what you're going through. Let me try to help you out with what you're going through, this and the third, all of that great stuff. And I love it. I don't mind it. It's not a problem to me. It's not a chore to me. But I was doing that so well. I was doing that so well, and I was doing school. I was like going through school so well that I completely neglected my mental health, and I started getting burnt out so early on in this semester. And I actually didn't even notice this until I was talking to Morgan yesterday. I mentioned her in my vlog, my a chill Saturday with me vlog. I'm not sure. I'll insert a little picture of it here, or I'll just put the clip in the cards or somewhere, wherever the cards is. I'm not sure. But so I was talking to her, and one of the things that she said, she was like, you know, because she's in a master's program as well, like I mentioned. She was like, my master's program is so taxing on my mental health right now. And I was just like, you know what's so funny, what's so ironic is that I am in a mental health program. I'm in a master's mental health program, and that my master's mental health program is what's the most taxing on my mental health right now. And I literally never realized it until she said it, and I was just like, oh snap, yo, you're right. You're literally right. And I've been so exhausted, guys. I've been working myself down. Like, it's just, I don't know how I'm still here. I know that sounds so dramatic, but realistically, y'all, like, I am just so tired. I am just literally so tired, and I am I feel like I'm becoming a shell of the person that I was when I started this program. And so why am I making this video, Eliza? So I'm making this video because I'm imploring to every single person watching this video, especially you, the mental health counseling student that's currently watching this video, or the prospect of mental health counseling student that's currently watching this video. I'm imploring you that you need to take time for yourself. You need to take time for yourself. And ironically, I had a paper I had to write on this, what was it, it was due the 22nd of September, and one of the questions that my professor asked was, I'm paraphrasing, but she basically said, you know, this field is a very taxing field. What are you going to do to take care of yourself? What self-care are you going to implement to take care of yourself? And I was just like, oh, well, you know, my skincare, that's like my thing, like, you know, I love doing my skincare. That's my me time. I don't negotiate that with anybody else. But I was even realizing that my skincare takes approximately 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes morning and night. That's if I take my time super slowly. 15 minutes is not enough time to take care of yourself. You need to really implement some things to make sure that you're staying sane. Make sure that you're not burning out. Make sure that you are still you, because you can't help somebody else if you aren't here mentally. You know what I mean? Like, you as the counselor, you know this. You know that you can't, like, if someone isn't here mentally, they're not gonna be here physically. Like, you could be here physically and your mind is in, like, so far away, and you don't get anything done. And as a counselor, as a therapist, as a psychologist, in training that we are supposed to be that person that is supposed to help our clients get back to where they are mentally present in their body, get through what they're going through, so that way they could get back to now and live now. How are we gonna do that, okay, if we don't even know how to do that with ourselves? Like, and I remember reading this in one of my textbooks. It was like, how do you take your client somewhere that you haven't been yourself? And they use it in the example of, like, if you have anger management, like, if you have really, really bad anger, how are you now gonna help your client who has just as bad of an anger problem as you do? You can't. Now, you could turn around and be like, oh, you know, you just gotta be easy, be chill, be mellow, dude. Just be calm and zen. You know what I mean? You could say that, but then when the client asks, okay, well, how do I do that? What are some tips that you could do? You're gonna be looking at the client like, and you know what I mean? You can't take your client somewhere that you can't be, in all honesty. And so this is me imploring to you that's watching right now. Take your mental health seriously. Please, whether you're a mental health counseling student, or whether you are, I don't know, whether you're a social worker, a social work student, wherever you are, whether you're undergrad or whether you're high school, whether you are in a PhD program, whatever it is, please take care of your mental health, guys. It is so important to take care of your mental health. So I think that, honestly, the biggest things that I am going to do, so sorry about that, y'all. A friend of mine was calling, and we actually chatted for a while. It was a great conversation. But so now I'm back. So I left off saying what I was gonna do different. So honestly, the biggest thing I'm gonna do differently when it comes to taking care of my taking control of my mental health, rather I should say, is making sure that I'm very intentional about putting my mental health first. I think because of the fact that I was so used to doing so many things and always running and going and being on the go as an undergrad, it has taken quite a toll on me. as a master's student, because that I can't do the same. I have a heavier course load, even though I only have 3 classes as opposed to my typical 6 classes as an undergrad, but the material is a lot heavier as a master's student, and I am working a job that is not connected to my school, you know what I mean? When I was doing a work study, if I needed a day or two, I could just text my boss, email my boss real quick, and just let them know, listen, I have a lot going on today, I just need a day, you know what I mean? I can't necessarily do that with my job right now. So the biggest thing is being so intentional about taking my mental health care and my mental health seriously. So if I feel I am about to start burning out, baby, you best believe I'm going to the nail salon, okay? Period. I'm taking walks. I'm making sure I'm giving myself time to sit down and just chill and watch TV and movie, or even just read a book. I miss reading, guys. Like, I think I've told you this in a previous video, but I love not watching TV, but I love reading. I have like so many books. Reading has always been my favorite pastime, and it's something that I've been doing ever since I've been a child. I just love books. I love to be able to imagine the stories in my mind, and I think that's honestly the reason why my imagination is so wild. But it is what it is. But honestly, I think I'm gonna be a whole lot more intentional about incorporating the things that I love into my day-to-day care, rather than constantly just striving after completing schoolwork. Of course, making sure my schoolwork is done. Of course, like I said in a previous vlog, we are not starting to fail in no master's program, no ma'am. Ain't nobody got time for that. You got the money to fail? Oh, sis, I ain't got the money to fail. Okay. So I'm obviously going to be intentional with my studying and everything, but I'm going to be intentional of incorporating breaks and making sure that I'm taking time for myself. I think that was honestly the biggest problem I had, where, well, actually, I still have, because once again, these are just things that I'm realizing about myself, and I'm speaking about them to you in hopes I can help you, but these are still changes that I need to make, you know what I mean? So making sure that I actually have a weekend and not just, reading and doing assignments. Of course, doing assignments, but incorporating time for myself. What else? I am, obviously, as you guys already know, I love candles. I love candles. So what does candles have to do with self-care? So the reason why I love candles so much is because it sets like literally the perfect atmosphere in whatever room you're in, and it makes the room smell good, like hello. And so I really definitely do plan on using my candles a lot more. I realized that during the times I would be studying and I would light my candles, I would feel a bit more relaxed and a bit more at ease, as opposed to when I would just be studying and taking notes and just listening to music with no candles. I would be like, I feel like I would be racing against the clock, whereas with my candles, it just kind of like mellows me out a bit. So those are the changes I'm going to be doing. I am also going to make sure that I'm not just constantly reading everywhere I go. Like, enjoy my what is it called? I want to enjoy my, oh, there we go. I want to enjoy my commutes. Like, that was something I loved when I was in high school and I went to school in the city. I loved the commutes on the train. And so that's something I'm going to actually start doing again. We're like just literally just taking in the city, just taking in the people. And, granted, people get on your nerve. That's inevitable. But just taking in the city, taking in the people, the environment, you know what I mean? And not constantly have my face in my iPad reading everywhere I'm going. And so these are just the simple things I'm going to be doing, the simple changes I'm going to be doing. And I would literally stress that if you were in the same boat as me, guys, if you were in the same boat, the same predicament of feeling burnt out and just tired and overwhelmed, make sure you incorporate more self-care time for yourself. So yeah, so honestly, you guys, be more intentional with incorporating self-care into your life, guys. Be more intentional with incorporating self-care into your routine. Me doing using my skincare as a time as part of my self-care, that was a great start. I just need to build on that, so that way that's not my only avenue of self-care. That's not my only avenue of taking time for myself. I just need to build a bit more, and make sure that you guys are building more as stresses are building up in your life, as you're going through different things, and they could be great things. Like we had a mini evaluation test in my psychopathology class, in which we saw that the simplest thing could raise your stress level like about 10 to 30%. And it could be simple happy things. Like, for example, I believe on that stressor test, getting married raised your stress level 67%. 67 points. And that's a happy thing. You know what I mean? You don't think of that as being really stressful. Obviously it's stressful, but you don't think that it would raise your stress that much. You know what I mean? So even good things can really raise your stresses, can really cause you to be just literally over the edge, just push you just that tiny bit over the edge. So as you have more activities going on in your life, and as you have more stresses going on in your life, make sure you are incorporating more self-care. Make sure you're being intentional that as you're bringing things into your life, you're adding things to your life. Make sure that you're also adding things to take away the stress that comes with what's coming into your life. So just be more intentional. So I just wanted to hop in here and just say that and honestly, guys, in all honesty, I know it may sound like a chore sometimes to have to remember, oh my goodness, I gotta remember that, you know, it's my self-care time. But look at it as a time you get to relax. No work, no stress, no, I don't know, whatever it is that you got going in your life, think of that time as time for yourself, and literally only time for yourself. Do not negotiate. Do not waver on it. Make sure you stand firm on that, and that's it. It is what it is. Because in all honesty, if you aren't here to make the world a better place, who's gonna do it? You know, like, and I know people always can always say, oh, well, you know, such and such can replace me. No, they can't, because you are you. You are who you are for a reason. I cannot replace somebody else the same way that nobody else can replace me. People may imitate me, but it will never be as authentic. You know what I mean? And that's not to sound any cockiness or anything like that, but it just simply goes to show that you are unique for a reason. Your uniqueness was placed in you for a reason. You have a specific set of people that you can reach, okay? And if you're not here to do that, who's gonna reach them? You know what I mean? So yes, guys, so just make sure that you guys are being very intentional. Oh, and also before I go, I just want to add this one thing. Self-care doesn't just have to be something physical. It doesn't just have to be you sitting down watching a movie, or it doesn't have to be just you sleeping either. It doesn't have to be doing skincare or walks. It doesn't have to be any of that. It could even be spiritual. It could be emotional. Your self-care covers a plethora of things. If your self-care is having devotions and spending time with God, then you do that. If your self-care is listening to jazz and just chilling, like just literally chilling out, then go ahead and do that. If your self-care is going to the gym and working out for 40 hours straight, then you do that. Whatever self-care looks like to you, please do it. And yes, that's what I want to say, guys. Obviously, I am in a much better mood than when I started this video. Yes, I am. I'm smiling a lot more. I actually ate something, so we're good. We're good over here. I got my body pillow right here. We nice and comfortable. We are literally nice and comfortable. So after this video, make sure you sit down and you do something that you love, even if that means going to sleep, because I know that's what I'm gonna be doing soon. Anyhow, y'all, I love you guys so much. Don't forget that you're here for a reason. You are here for a purpose. All right. Can nobody take that away from you, and you cannot take that away from yourself. All right. I love you guys so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, and share as well. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, pumpkin pies. Mwah.